Well, Tim, the Leafs looked pretty good last night, I have to say. They outshot the team. Canadians played all their rookies, and I know teams do that all the time. They play their rookies, and they should. It was a pretty good game. They had a shootout at the end. And you like that Gabriel. Tell us about that Gabriel.
Well, yeah, he played. It was funny. He didn't get a star either. He got a goal, and it was a funny goal. But he got a goal, and he got a fight, and he had a bunch of hits.
Sounded pretty good to me. Well, I have to admit, Cindy, and if you watched the game last night, I watched it in between the Blue Jay, because I am a Blue Jay fan, that I was watching the Leafs, and Hosong, how did he look, Tim? How did you think he looked?
I think he looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like you say, you and I saw him when he played with Connor McDavid on the Toronto Marlies, and
unbelievable.
He was unbelievable, talent-wise.
He was better skater than McDavid.
He was very light on his feet back then. He danced.
Yeah, he just but
he just had he didn't have a good attitude, but I think he looked okay last night.
Yeah, he looked pretty good last night. He knows this is his last chance. This is it. I mean, he's 20.
I think he could, here's the funny thing with him. I think if you were to get the best out of him, you have to put him with Marner's, Matthews, and because he could skate with those guys and he was stuff like that. But I don't know if Keefe would have the nerve to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, is that really fair to have a walk-on guy that's just trying out and then all of a sudden he makes the top line?
This is sort of special. He knows this is his last shot, as they say. And boy, I'll tell you, when he was playing for the Marlies, him and McDavid.
So he needs motivation.
They were magic.
Yeah, they were. Just getting back to that exhibition game, the goalie, you always liked that goalie that was that played second in Montreal, that Michael McNiven, that big kid.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I always liked him.
He played for Owen Sound.
He played for Owen Sound, and I used to watch him. Boy, I liked him. And I hope the Leafs do well. I really do. I'm a Leaf fan, and I'm a Toronto fan.
So you even watch the exhibition games if they're on TV?
I watched them all.
Yeah.
So, Dad, just to get back into training camp when you were coaching the Bruins, it must have been tough for the young guys because you pretty much after your second year knew what the team was going to be.
It's a funny thing I was a minor leaguer a long time myself, 16 years. You'd think I would lean towards the minor leaguers, but I did not. And the guys in Rochester couldn't understand it. Now let me explain it to you. If I needed a centerman, there was no way the centerman down there was not as good as our centerman up above. So I needed a guy on the fourth line who was going to kill penalties and was pretty good on draws. Now if I take the leading scorer from Rochester, he's not going to be satisfied being on the fourth line. So that's the way I had penalty killing guys that were specialists. And I wouldn't bring up a guy, and boy, they did not like me in Rochester. And I was a minor leaguer a long time. You'd think I would have given those guys a shot, but I didn't.